Charles Barkley is never one to stay quiet, and his latest comments have put ESPN directly in the spotlight. After the legendary Inside the NBA crew made the jump to ESPN following major television rights changes, many fans expected to see Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, and Ernie Johnson everywhere. Instead, Barkley says they have barely been used, and he is not hiding his frustration. Speaking candidly, Barkley pointed out that the show has appeared only a handful of times since the season began. For someone who genuinely loves watching basketball, the limited airtime feels confusing and disappointing. He made it clear that while he never wanted to be stretched thin across endless platforms, he still expected the crew to play a much bigger role during the heart of the season. The frustration makes sense. Inside the NBA was not just another studio show. It was the heartbeat of NBA coverage for years, blending humor, honesty, and chemistry that fans trusted. When TNT lost the league, that loss hit harder than many realized. ESPN had a chance to instantly elevate its NBA coverage by leaning heavily on that proven formula. Instead, ESPN has largely stuck with its traditional studio approach. While the network still carries major national games and remains central to NBA coverage, fans have noticed the absence of Barkley and company. The expectation was that they would become the face of ESPN's basketball conversation. That simply has not happened yet. Barkley also made something else very clear. He is not worried about consequences. He openly joked that he has no fear of being fired, pointing out that his contract already guarantees his future. That honesty is part of why fans gravitate toward him. He says what others will not, even when it puts executives in uncomfortable positions. This situation creates an interesting crossroads. ESPN invested in one of the most valuable groups in sports media, yet has barely tapped into their appeal. Meanwhile, fans continue to voice disappointment, especially as the season moves closer to its most meaningful games. As the playoff race tightens and attention grows, pressure will mount. Either ESPN fully unleashes the Inside the NBA crew, or criticism will only get louder. Barkley has already spoken. Now the question becomes whether the network listens, or risks sidelining one of the most beloved voices basketball has ever had. If that happens, fans may wonder why a network would acquire greatness, then hesitate, while the audience waits impatiently for familiar voices during the most important moments.